Psalm 43 through 49. Vindicate me, O God, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation. O deliver me from deceitful and wicked men. For you are the God of my strength. Why have you rejected me? Why do I go on mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? Send out your light and your truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me to your holy hill, to your tents. Then I will go to the altar of God, to God my exceeding joy. I will praise you on the harp, O God, my God. Why are you in despair, my soul? Why are you disturbed within me? Hope in God, for I shall still praise him, the salvation of my countenance and my God. For the chief musician, Mishael, by the sons of Korah. We have heard with our ears, God. Our Father have told us what work you did in their days, in the days of old. You with your hand drove out the nations, and you planted them, and afflicted the peoples, and you spread them abroad. For they did not get the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arm save them. But your right hand and your arm and the light of your face, for you favored them. You are my king, God. Command victories for Jacob. Through you we will push down our adversaries. Through your name we will tread down those who rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But you have saved us from our adversaries, and you have shamed those who hate us. In God we have made our boast all day long. We will give thanks to your name forever, Selah. But now you rejected us and brought us to dishonor, and do not go out with our armies. You make us turn back from the adversary. Those who hate us take plunder for themselves. You have made us like sheep for food. You have scattered among the nations. You sell your people for nothing, and have gained nothing from their sale. You made us a reproach for our neighbors, a scoffing and a derision to those who are around us. You make us a byword among the nations, a shaking of the head among the peoples. All day long my dishonor is before me, and shame covers my face. At the taunt of one who reproaches and verbally abuses because of the enemy and the avenger. All this has come on us. Yet we have not forgotten you. We have not been false to your covenant. Our heart has been turned back, neither have our steps strayed from your path. Though you have crushed us in the haunt of jackals and covered us with the shadow of death, if we have forgotten the name of our God, spread out our hands to a strange God, would not God have found this out? Since he knows the secrets of the heart, yes, for your sake we are killed all day long. We are regarded as sheep for the slaughter. Awake, why do you sleep, Adonai? Arise, do not reject us forever. Why do you hide your face and forget our affliction and our oppression? For our soul is bowed down to the dust. Our body clings to the earth. Rise up to help us. Redeem us for your loving kindness' sake. For the chief musician set to the lilies. A Mishael by the sons of Korah, a wedding song. My heart overflows with a noble theme. I recite my verses to the king. My tongue is like the pen of a skillful writer. You are the most excellent of the sons of men. Grace has anointed your lips. Therefore God has blessed you forever. Strap your sword on your thigh, mighty one, your splendor and your majesty. In your majesty ride on victoriously, on behalf of truth, humility, and righteousness. Let your lips' hand display awesome deeds. Your arrows are sharp. The nations fall under you, with arrows in the heart of the king's enemies. Your throne, God, is forever and ever. a scepter of equity in the scepter of your kingdom. You have loved righteousness and hated wickedness. Therefore God, your God, has anointed you with the oil of gladness above your fellows. All your garments smell like myrrh, aloes, and cassia. Out of ivory palaces, stringed instruments make you glad. King's daughters are among your honorable women. At your right hand the queen stands in gold of Ophir. Listen, daughter, consider and turn your ear. Forget your own people, as also your father's house. So the king will desire your beauty, honor him, for he is your Lord. The daughter of Tyre comes with a gift. The rich among the people entreat your favor. The princess inside is all glorious. Her clothing is interwoven with gold. She shall be led to the king in embroidered work. The virgins, her companions who follow her, shall be brought to you. With gladness and rejoicing they shall be led. They shall enter into the king's palace. Your sons will take the palace of your fathers. You shall make them princes in all the earth. I will make your name to be remembered in all generations. Therefore the people shall give you thanks forever and ever. For the chief musician by the sons of Korah, according to Alamoth. God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not be afraid, though the earth changes, though the mountains are shaken into the heart of the seas, though its waters roar and are troubled, though the mountains tremble with their swelling. Selah. There is a river. Its streams delight in the city of God, the holy dwelling place of Elion. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God will help her at the turning of the morning. The nations raged, the kingdoms were moved. He lifted his voice, and the earth melted. Adonai Tsevaot is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Come, behold the works of Yahweh, who brings desolation on the earth. He makes wars cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the chariots in the fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. Adonai Tsevaot is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. For the chief musician, a psalm by the sons of Korah. Clap your hands, all peoples. Shout to God with a voice of praise. For Adonai Elion is to be feared, a great king over all the earth. He subdues peoples under his feet, all nations under our feet. He chooses our inheritance for us, the pride of Jacob whom he loves. Selah. God has ascended with a joyful shout, Yahweh, with the sound of a shofar. Sing praise to God. Sing praises. Sing praises to our King. Sing praises. For God is the King of all the earth. Sing praises with understanding. God reigns over the nations. God sits on his holy throne. The princes of the peoples are gathered together, the people of the God of Abraham. For the shields of the earth belong to God. He is greatly exalted. A psalm by the sons of Korah. Great is Yahweh, and greatly to be praised. In the city of our God, he is in his holy mountain, beautiful in elevation. The joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion. On the north sides, the city of the great king. God has shown himself in her citadels as a refuge. For behold, the kings assembled themselves. They passed by together. They saw it. Then they were amazed. They were dismayed. They hurried away. Trembling took hold of them. There in pain, as a woman in travail. In the east wind, you break the ships of Tarshish. As we have heard, so we have seen. In the city of Adonai Tsevaot, in the city of our God. God will establish it forever. Selah. We have thought about your loving kindness, O God, in the middle of your temple. As is your name, God, so is your praise to the ends of the earth. Your right hand is full of righteousness. Let Mount Zion be glad. Let the daughters of Judah rejoice because of your judgments. Walk about Zion and go around her. Number its towers. Notice her bulwarks. Consider her palaces, that you may tell it for the next generation. For this God is our God forever and ever. He will be our guide even to death. For the chief musician, a psalm by the sons of Korah. Hear this, all you peoples. Listen, all you inhabitants of the world, both low and high, rich and poor, together. My mouth will speak words of wisdom. My heart will utter understanding. I will incline my ear to a proverb. I will solve my riddle on the harp. Why should I fear in the days of evil, when iniquity is at my heels, surrounds me? Those who trust in their wealth and boast in the multitude of their riches, none of them can by any means redeem his brother, nor give God a ransom for him. For the redemption of their life is costly. No payment is ever enough, that he should live on forever, that he should not see corruption. For he sees that wise men die, likewise the fool and the senseless perish, and leave their wealth to others. Their inward thought is that their houses will endure forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They name their lands after themselves, but man, despite his riches, does not endure. He is like the animal that perish. This is the destiny of those who are foolish, and of those who approve their sayings. Selah. As sheep they are destined for Sheol. Death shall be their shepherd. The upright shall rule over them at daybreak. Their form shall waste away in Sheol, with no place to dwell. But God will redeem my soul from the hand of Sheol. For he will receive me, Selah. Do not be afraid when a man is made rich, when the glory of his house is increased. For when he dies, he will carry nothing away. His glory will not descend after him, though while he lived he blessed his soul. And men praise you when you do well for yourself. He shall go to the generation of his fathers. They shall never see light. A man who has riches without understanding is like the animal that perish.